The BTC Bantamweight $10,000 tournament kicks off at BTC 13 Power at the Meridian Center in St. Catharines, Ontario. One of the quarterfinal bouts features Vinny Diaz taking on Alex Sosa. Yeah, Vinny Diaz is a guy that's been really hyped up coming into this BTC $10,000 Bantamweight tournament, just on his reputation for what he can do on the ground, as he went 3-1 as an amateur, with all of those wins coming by way of submission, and just made his pro debut back in July, where he had a first round triangle choke victory out in Nashville, Tennessee. And you know, when you have a high level reputation like that, and you train at with the likes at Grant's MMA, boxing's really good. And I think obviously his game plan is keep the fight on the ground, but what if it doesn't work out for him well on the ground, where he's got to, scramble or gets back up to the feet? What's his striking going to be like? I think everyone who faces Vinny definitely wants to avoid the ground, but I think we're excited to finally see Vinny Diaz make his debut for BTC Fight, being a part of this $10,000 Bantamweight tournament, and just see what he's got, because the hype has been around him for a very long time. Yeah, Alex Sosa, the opponent of Vinny Diaz, 1-1 as a professional, and took the route that, we're seeing a lot more for some of these fighters, is no amateur fights. He just went right in there and just became a pro. This is a guy that's got, great stand-up, especially with that Muay Thai style where, he can get you in the clinch, big strikes from range, but in his lone victory as a professional came by way of rear naked choke. So this is a guy that you can see is well-rounded, and I think that's going to make this fight interesting. A well-rounded guy, but a guy that hasn't fought since 2019, taking on a guy with a lot of hype around him. It's fitting that it's a striker versus grappler fight in the foundation of what MMA is based off of, the tournament format, and that's one of the bigger style of fights that was from the beginning days of MMA, striker versus grappler. And I think it's going to be an exciting bout. Obviously, Sosa wants to keep this one off the ground, use some of that Thai style fighting, and for Vinny Diaz, that's a guy whose bread and butter is getting it to the ground quickly. The BTC Bantamweight $10,000 tournament brought to you by Neejee's Natural Medicine.